Hey, what's happening? What's going on? Let's start off today by talking about the captain, Skipper. So, already in some hot waters. It's a little weird because I thought the guy, what's his name? Oh yeah. Monica! Oh my darling! Mr. Monica. I was thinking this guy is his father-in-law. I was wrong. Stupid. Yes. Not the father-in-law, but the ex-husband of his current wife. So the controversy is he was asked by the police in his district to stop at a checkpoint, and he decided not to, just because, you know, I guess he's from an influential family, and he decided not to stop. Apparently he called his influential buddies, who called their influential buddies. Eventually it ends up with this newly appointed CM, Buzdar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Buzdar. So it ends up with him. He calls the DPO, yeah, it's the DPO of that particular district, and asks him to apologize to Monica family. You know, Monica family. Good on the officer. He absolutely refuses to do that. Very good. And it was wrong for the CM to actually try to influence a ongoing case, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. It was wrong for him to influence. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. The guy should have stopped when he was asked to stop. Nonetheless, I don't get why that... God, it's Pakistan. I don't get why journalists in all the Pakistani news channels are on Imran's ass. Like, what did he do? Like, how dare he? He said no police protocol for family and friends. He's not family and friends. And police in that district wasn't giving him protocol. It was his... Why is the captain involved? Why? Just because, I guess someone took initiative to be fair. He's being harshly judged by this elitist journalist. I don't know. Whatever you want to call them, but I just think it's unfair for these people to judge a guy, and to be judged because of fifth person's action is just incredibly stupid, to say the least. Like, he has no relation to that man, but besides the fact that his current wife was married to him. That's it. And he, in his own capacity, broke the law. How the hell is that being pinned to the captain? He had no say in it. You could criticize the chief minister, and you could criticize the skipper for electing a guy who would still influence, but just to fucking, I don't know. Shit like that is why there's never a fucking concrete conversation about anything. Anything. Like, I can't even imagine right now what must be going through Captain's head. I mean, you're sitting there thinking, yo, I just made like 3 fantastic speeches. And he did. He fucking did. Did anyone hear his speech after the victory? Professional, diplomatic, statesman-like, brilliant. When he went into the parliament for the first time to address his colleagues, it was awesome. He set it out. No deals. Blunt, clear, to the point. But his final one, the latest one that he did to address the nation, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. No doubt about it. But what happens now? He's being judged on what? The actions of his wife's ex-husband? Really? Is that journalism? Or is that just, what you call it, solid news? So-called intellectuals? Must be a slow news day or something. The guy had so much momentum. Was riding high. Guess what broke it? His current wife's ex-husband. Wow. Talk about irrelevant shit. Did someone ask him, hey, what about that task force you were talking about in those speeches, you know, to bring the money back, reforming FBR? What about those task forces? Any update? Any hiring on that? You know, can we know what's going on, maybe? No, fuck that. Let's talk about your current wife's ex-husband. That's what's important. How dare he not stop at a checkpoint? It's your fault. Your fault. Why? No, it just is. You know, you were big on accountability, and so everything that happens wrong from now on is your fault. Hey, that's how it is. You know, we're the media. We're not here to be fair, okay? We're here to report. It's not a journalist's job to be fair. His job is to report as it is, without any perspective, without any backstory, without any Apparently without any common sense as well. That's a journalist. It's just a robot that just says what it sees. Their job is not to form opinions of any sort. Just report. I see this. I tell this. What happens before or after, around, I don't care. Wow, great. Wow, this is some sort of new definition from the types of Kashif Abbasi, who are big shots within themselves. You know, our job is not to correct shit. Our job is to point out shit that's wrong and just talk about it. Sit in a room comfortably, just talk about it. It's your job to go out there, fix it. You get on your ass and fix it. I'll stay here with my arms folded, looking serious, and pretend that I care. That's my job. We all have jobs to do. Well, why is your job easier than my job? I don't know, but I'm a journalist, a so-called journalist. So my job is to fold my arms, sit back in my chair, and talk about problems instead of solving them. Great. Good on you. Talk shit about the guy who actually wants to do something. That's apparently that's journalism. Great. Well, best thing for Imran, or I should say Mr. Prime Minister, is to just, tough it out, buddy. Sometimes life gives you a shit sandwich. All you can do is just make the most of it. What you have right now is a shit sandwich. So just, hold your breath and take a bite. I hate to say it, this is what you wanted. There's no easy way to fix PK. This just someone has to take it. And you volunteered. You volunteered to fix it. And people believed in you. So, people like me will support you against the nonsense that is currently happening to you, but there's only so much we can do. So it's really up to you to eat that shit sandwich. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Again, you can always quit. That is a possibility. I hope you don't, but there's always that possibility if you get tired of it. But remember, you asked for this, That 22 years of struggle, you brought that upon yourself. You lost your lovely wife, Jemima. Can't see your kids. You cut yourself off of your immediate family. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Okay, you can't complain. I am not saying you are. But in the future, if you think about complaining like if that happens, just think about this. You struggled for this on your own. I mean, this was your calling. I hate to say this, you gotta fucking tough it out. It's 5 years. Just gotta tough it out. Tough it out. And best of luck. Hopefully the common sense among general public prevails. And, things are looking good. I hope they look even better. That's all I have to say. Peace and love.